Why did you redeem the underdog pick, sir? I'll give it a 5. Need your opinion? Mum went to prison for sleeping with 2 teens, 14 and 16. I was 15 at the time. Feels weird when she calls after years of this. I don't know how to feel. It's your mum, innit? But that's on you. Thank you for the 2. It'd be, I don't know, it's a lot more serious if a man does some shit like that, right? But yeah, that's odd. I don't know what to say about that one, man. You're gonna have to go off your own discretion. You kind of a Chad? You good looking? I don't know. Are you ugly? I don't know. It depends. Are you her type? This is the thing that you got to take into consideration, man. Because she calls you back, it might be, you know, she might not just want to like meet her son again, if you know what I'm saying. She might want some young, fresh meat. If you, I don't know. Depends what she's into, really. So I'd be careful, buddy. See where she asks to meet you, you know what I'm saying? Ask to meet her somewhere normal. In case she tries to take you to a restaurant and says, come on, I'll wine and dine you. Thank you very much for the $2. Nah, I don't know. It's up to you. You retracted the message anyway. Ian sending his son to Colonial Dignidad. I don't know what that means. Weidman versus Hall was staged. Yes, it was. If I stand my fucking base, dude, then it won't be. But if I just act all nice to him, it'll be different. Impression of Cejudo telling Usman he's not getting a title shot. Man, Usman, man, I don't think you got it, man. I think these 2 major fights coming up might overtake you doing fucking nothing. Do another 15 of Basty and Gary impressions? No, there's too much. Basty and Gary. I actually think guys from places that have no age of consent might be more likely to rape. I actually think random Afghanistani men shouldn't be walking around near primary schools. That's what I think, but who am I? I'm just some guy with a fucking brain. So what do I know? A guy who grew up in war-torn Afghanistan is the same as a guy from Swindon. That's the same. We're all the same. We're all the same when you think about it. Sure, you can marry children in Saudi Arabia, but they should be in Dublin next to our primary schools. We're all the same. Everybody on earth is the same. Sorry. Based to soy, yeah. I'm late as fuck. What's going on? Oh, yeah, I morphed there. I went soy mode in, but we'll stop all that shit. Rise, Sir Jerome, rise. It's so true, though, right? I invented a new way of harvesting fuel. I made a way that you can turn fucking poo into like harvestable energy for free. Get out of here, you bigot. Gee, man, I taught 2 kids how to read. A Dr. Seuss book. Arise, 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 Sir Devon, arise. Thank you for the 2. Have you seen the UFC rigged fights allegations? Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah, I did a whole fucking video on it. It's the title of the stream. I did see that, yeah. I did see it. Damn, can't believe Tony sold out 8 times. I know, dude. So fucking rigged. Till was the type to think an inspirational biopic made... Till is the type to think an inspirational biopic be made about him... should be made about him because he took Jake Paul to a split decision win. Yes. Would you rather switch places with Dana and gain all his knowledge, but have to pretend to be him? Weidman Hall staged. Dana and gain all his knowledge, but have to pretend to be him. Switch with Tom, but 2 fights left and none of his skills. Oh, no. Dana, I guess. I just shot myself in front of a truck. I don't know. Impression of Dana's wife suggesting he doesn't rig bets at a dance club on New Year's Eve. Come on, I don't fucking do none of that. Yes, you do. You fucking idiot bitch. Thank you for the 5. Do. Impression of the FBI arresting Ghibli for match fixing. I don't know. I think you misread the dono, bro. He said his mum or something, right? His mum got out of jail. She was with 14 and 16. I was 15 at the time. And now years later, she's calling me. What should I do about it? Thank you for the 2. Impression of the FBI arresting Ghibli for match fixing. No. Thank you for the 2. Sorry, we gotta put you away. No one's that much of a bitch. We know it's you. No, sir, I am. I'm Indian, you know. It's a tough time. Left Johnny Walker's stream for this. Johnny Walker's streaming. Is he playing video games or something? Shout out to Johnny Walker. Heard you and ITP are going to collab. Yeah, I invited him to be the call-in guy for the next Big 3 stream. If Lucas Tracy's ever fucking returning. Next one's probably going to be in February. Yeah, Lucas Tracy retirement. I don't know what it is. It's just, YouTube is stressful. More stressful than you guys think. It takes up all of your mind. And I know that's like with every job, but if he's juggling something else, I can see why he'd want to give it away. It's hard to do it all, chat. Listen, there's a reason why the boy's on top. You know what I'm saying? Streaming, fight companions, videos. Come on, lads. You know? It is tricky to do. It's not for everyone. No, but he seems cool. He's probably got other things going on. I think he makes more money outside of YouTube with something else. Some other job he's got. You see Whittaker bullying Asians in Netflix show? No, I didn't see Whittaker bullying Asians. I didn't notice that, no. Impression of Tom fixing the D'Elia fight backstage. Now go out there and fucking eye gouge him, mate. A little bit of revenge. Go for it. Valentin versus Gutierrez is just a fixed fight, no doubt. Overeem threw the fight against Francis, fake KO. No. Absolutely insane, honestly. It really was. Absolutely insane. Chat. Chat, yes or no, Benavidez kind of threw that shit against Figueiredo in the rematch. I reckon that's true. I really think that we're onto something now. Honestly. There's no way he actually he really threw that shit. Oh, God. It did, to be fair. He has been on a generational downfall. But it's just you just start noticing, and then you can't unsee it anymore. You going to do some sort of meet when you come to Boston? Probably not, but I'll consider it if I can get the right security for it or whatever. But I don't know, man. Hermanson versus Robocop was rigged. This is a fact. Thank you for the $2. There is some strong allegations of this, yeah. Someone just getting smoked out cold and then people saying, dude, this shit's rigged. Dude, Overeem took a dive, man. I'm sick of denying that he didn't take a dive against Ngannou, dude. That shit was fake as fuck. You're telling me that shit KO'd him? Come on, man. That's bullshit. Chat, for being real, Nasrat did take a dive. No one's out cold for that long. Let's just keep it real. How goofy do you think Mighty Mouse looked saying the Mighty Guru Show? I laugh when I hear it. I don't notice that. What do you mean? The Mighty Guru Show? Always knew UFC was fake. Oh, does he say it? Yes, we're picking fan favorites from here on out, folks. Impression of CTE Volk unmasking the Krause files. And let's find out who's really behind this. James Krause. He clapped how many cheeks? Thank you for the 2. Dude, Krause is living that fucking crazy lifestyle, dude. I actually kind of rate James Krause. Anyone else? Clapping Sanko and Megan Anderson. Just rigging UFC fights. Rigging UFC fights, dude. This guy's living a crazy life, old James Krause. If only he got that 1 day notice decision over Trevin Giles. And he's out. I think Krause is free. I don't think he's actually in. I can check his Instagram right now. This Krause's house it is, dude. The James Krause. Has he got any stories up? He's giving speeches. Value is the entry price to trust, and trust is the currency that gets you in every room money can't. He's giving speeches about finances to people. He's got it going on, dude. James Krause has figured it all out, I swear. Crazy. $2. If it's a whiteboard, write something new before your stream. It's not a whiteboard, it's a wall. But I know what you mean. Abdominat versus COVID was a dive. Alright, man. No shit, Nevada's a fucking desert. Yeah, we get it. I already corrected myself. Jesus Christ. I actually think, chat, the new meta for YouTube, hear me out, is to give people something to correct in the comment section. Not for videos, but for reels, for like TikToks, and for YouTube shorts. If you post a video but give somebody something really minor to correct or to call out as an incorrect thing, it's easy engagement, dude. There's so many like inbred retard fucking subhuman filth that are just desperate to correct anything. Not to target you for saying that. That's obvious. I was wrong. But I always see that where someone has like an incorrect reaction to something on a YouTube short and they say, wow, anyone else feel like it's actually more like this? It's so easy, dude. That is such easy engagement. And if you're an artist or a musical person, just clip your song as the fucking audio file for it as well and get that hooked in people's heads while you just fucking rinse the algorithm. Halo's coming to PlayStation. Ooh. Brunettes over blondes 99% of the time, to be honest. It's because blondes get sort of put into the argument with brunettes when they haven't got the face card to fucking stand up to it. You know what I'm saying, chat? Because blondes just sort of seen as attractive in itself, but like blondes can get by being attractive even if they're not the best looking. Whereas brunettes, you're like entirely judging them based on their face and their looks. You know what I'm saying? Not their hair. You know what I'm saying, kid? But again, 90% of women are hot if they're in shape. White women, anyway. So maybe not women, but 90% of white women are hot if they're in shape. They're so hot, they're like actively trying to make themselves hideous as like a political movement to relate better to minorities. It's crazy. Bro, analyze this heavily. Yeah, 90% sounds high. I wouldn't say so. I think 80. Chat, mids are hot. Like I could get a glimpse of a curve and I'm kind of into it. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys say low standards. I just say straight. Like anyone else kind of like there's like this 45-year-old like Romanian woman or some shit. And you just would. Like you kind of just sort of glance and think like it's a shame I would, but I would. You know? I don't know. That's how I feel about the situation, you know? Like, I shouldn't, but, you know. There's a glimpse. There's some tits there, you know? That's my opinion. But, yeah. McGregor maxing? I don't know, man. I think it's just being straight. I'm thinking about it now, like back in life, all the like glances I've seen of women that people online would like roast you for being with. But instead you're just sort of there going like, damn. You just would. Bid me good night, Guru. It's 1 a.m. here. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. Yes. Good night, Sam Lol. This lonely as fuck? No. Chubby chaser guru. There's levels, obviously, but like a bit of chub ain't bad. A bit of chub. As long as they got the stuff to go with it. You know You know what I'm saying? You can't have chub but nothing, no tits or ass. That's the ultimate terrible combo right there. Nothing but sag. But, you know, if they got stuff to go with it, it adds. Just finished your video. I'm caught up now. Yeah, I thought I'd catch everyone up on the betting scandal, you know. I think I do a decent job when I actually put the professional beanie on and give a breakdown of it all and then a proper, like, let everyone know what's going on type of thing. Because otherwise it's just all sporadic and no one really mentions it, but I'm a good voice to the casuals that might not understand. Romanian was too specific. You remember that lady? No, I was going to say Mexican, but our version of them are Romanians or something. You know? Like, I think I've had a cleaner before at my old house. And I've just thought, you know, you just would. You don't do it, but obviously because it's professional, you got to be professional. But still, you do just think like, yeah. Way too detailed. Yeah. Guru had maids. No, I didn't have maids, but like once every few months, you just get a deep clean done for sure. Bro had maids. Not growing up, but I'm rich, chat. I've got a big place. I ain't got time to clean it all. Just hitting the gym. Maybe eventually if I hit a peak and I want to see if I can get better, then I'll do it, but I might. Sing the Halo theme. Some shit like that. Sorry, I'll stop. Nearly there. Don't do that. Does Oral Bly break top 10?
You think the Manosphere would know something about this? But
so when I was a kid, when I was young, like there was no online, obviously. And the first time I ever saw gay porn was a girl that I met at a comedy club. I met this lady at a comedy club. I was like 22 maybe. And we go back to her apartment in Long Island, and she goes, gay guys lived here before me. And I go, how do you know? And she goes, because they left a tape. I go, a tape of what? She goes, it's a gay porn. I go, shut up. And she goes, do you want to see it? I go, okay. So she puts it on, and it's these two guys, and this guy pulls this guy's shorts down and pushes him up against a tree and just starts sucking his cock. And I'm like, I got to get out of here.
That's how it always starts.
like, that's enough for me. I already came.
I was like, I didn't know that really happened. You know what I mean?
It's weird, right? The first time, because I moved to New York City when I was 19, and you didn't really experience homosexuality until you're in a big city like that. And the first time I saw two guys like kissing, it looked like aliens. Like it was the craziest thing ever. And now we're so desensitized to it because everything in the media.
Because porn. We were so desensitized because so many people have seen porn. But like seeing gay porn when I was 20, I knew that they had sex. I didn't have a problem with that at all. But it was the shocking reality of watching a guy just another guy, and you're like, yo!
It's jarring, no doubt.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, it's definitely jarring.
Can I take this tape with me?
I was like, that's disturbing. It was very disturbing.
Yeah, if anytime you see it, it just looks wrong. Looks like the wrong thing is happening.
Oh, well, shut it off. Shut it off.
They seem to have a fantastic time doing it.
They seem to have a wonderful time. Some people like spicy food. Right? Some people don't.
You ever seen the movie Fright Night?
So much, dude. I don't remember what the thing was. Impression of Raja slamming Psycho J. Okay. See, man, I'm getting shoot to hell for this. Impression of Ian Gary defending femboy allegations against Joe Rogan during post-fight interview while John Jones is attempting to get into the cage. And I don't think Joe Rogan's a femboy, because I think he's straight. Rogan's the straightest guy I've ever seen. Who doesn't want to have cum in their rim cage? Why did Rogan say that? I can't even comment my question. Did you talk about Rogan talking about the time he watched gay porn on his recent podcast? Have you ever seen that? It just happened on his podcast with Louis J. Gomez and Big J. Okerson. You guys talk about how the time where this girl that he was talking to showed him gay porn and he watched it with her and he was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, holy shit. He just pushed him up against a tree and sucked his dick. He was doing all that on the pod, I swear to God. Watch the start. I don't know what timestamp it is, but it must be like 5 minutes in or some shit. And he was saying how shocking it was when he first saw it because he didn't grow up around that type of stuff. But he actually said you do not want to be there. He mentioned that in it. Yeah, he said you don't want to be there. God. We are not watching that. Yeah, he did. I was watching the interview. I was listening to it. And all of a sudden, Rogan's talking about the time he watched gay porn. And you could see Louis J. Gomez was trying to not laugh about the fact that Rogan's making himself look gay as fuck again. It was fucking hilarious. I can't even comment my question to you, Guri, but I 100% believe, I know, yeah, it might be the case then. Israel might not be an ally of the Western world. Yeah, maybe not, mate. UFC has to be complicit with fixing why pay is low. No. Maybe, though. Will the fixings influence your predictions? Yes, we're picking fan favorites from here on out, folks. Impression of CTE Volk unmasking the Krause files. And let's find out who's really behind this. James Krause. He clapped how many cheeks? Thank you for the 2. Dude, Krause is living that fucking crazy lifestyle, dude. I actually kind of rate James Krause. Anyone else? Clapping Sanko and Megan Anderson. I'm okay with it, pal. And that's how it goes. We're coming to the end of the stream soon. Shipwrecked on an island. What UFC fight are you taking to survive? Norma Dumont. I just think that her understanding of what to do in a survival situation would really come into play. I just feel like she's the type of woman to understand how to make a fire, to fish. They're things that you would kind of need to do in those situations. First day I'd be standing there. Sorry, what are you making a raft for? There's no hope. The tide's too strong. It's best we think about restarting here. I'm joking. No, but probably if I actually wanted to survive the island, Bryce would 100% know what to do. I just feel like Bryce would have a farm set up in about a week. Have you ever wiped and the toilet paper broke and you accidentally fingered your ass? No, I'm a triple layer guy. Maybe when I was younger, yeah, but I'm actually a quadruple layer. So I fold it again every time, so there's no chance. I'm not digging that hard. Thank you for the $5 Australian.